Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. This morning began in a familiar rhythm, yet carried something new. GNF's first day at the new school. We were able to leave a little later than usual, which already felt like a gift. I walked them in with E at my side. As we returned to the truck, she turned to me with her sweet, excited little voice and said, "Tomorrow I'm going to school with my brothers." It was one of those small moments that melt into memory, full of innocence and joy. Not long after pulling out of the lot, it hit me I never packed their inside shoes. In fact, I never even bought them. So E and I drove out to the everything store, guessed their sizes, and picked up a pair for each of them. I dropped off the shoes at school, asked if there was anything else I might have overlooked, and was met with two very detailed lists for each of the boys. Went to the everything online store, bought maybe 14 of the 18 items, same day. So I need to go check on those actually. The rest of the day I spent working with E on my side. It was more than just convenient. It was meaningful. It brought me back to those first 2 years of her life and all the days in between then and now, where she's been practically glued to me, often sit on my lap or curl between my legs as I worked on the floor. Today carried echoes of that bond, gentle reminders of how deeply present I've been in her life, although now she's much more independent, doing her own thing. When we picked up the boys, G and F were full of energy, eager to share their days, uh, their first day. F's excitement carried a shadow of disappointment, though he wanted to use his laptop. I reminded him that it stays in his backpack, ready for travel and pickups, but not for school use. He pushed back, saying he could use it in public schools. I had to gently remind him that this new school is different. No screens. It's about focus, learning, presence. He wasn't thrilled, but he understood. Later, we returned to the everything store to exchange their shoes for better fitting pair. The first ones were too big; they'll be saved for later when the boys grow into them. So actually, we didn't exchange them. But back home, the evening routines played out as they usually do: dinner, games, winding down, bedtime with E. It should have been that simple, but it rarely is. G had a phone call with his mother, and it went as I feared. He tried talking honestly. He tried to bring up therapy, but she dodged him, redirected, ignored, and even twisted his words back on him. He reminded her of what she said herself. "Gee, you're damaged. You did this. Gee, you need to go to therapy until you come see me again." He told her that even the therapist admitted, "You have to go because your mom wants you to go to therapy." G pushed back. He told her plainly, "You're the reason I'm going, so you can stop therapy." But she brushed him off with, "That's not how it works." He got off the call upset, frustrated, but also with clarity. He came to me, explained everything. I told him he was brave and strong for having the conversation. He sees it. He knows it. He knows she's lying, dodging, playing games, refusing to answer him. He feels hurt, being ignored, but he also sees through it. And that awareness, as painful as it is part of his strength. He knows the truth, and I pray God continues to guard his heart in it.